I like this intro, but it has nothing to do with the game, as there are no chainsaw-yielding squirrels on any of the levels. Now, if that's what this game was about, it probably would have been a lot more fun, but it's not. Anyway, what's up guys, Juicy John here. Welcome to episode 3 of my series on Nitrome, and in today's episode, we're going to be reviewing Chick Flick from 2006. Now, when you open up the game, I like the artwork of the menu here, and I also like that there are no chainsaws and everything that you see is in the game. I also like the menu soundtrack, which you're hearing right now. There's also a short instruction manual, which explains the simple concept of moving the trampoline from left to right to bounce chicks up into the basket. Now, here's the 3 ways to control the game. Either you use the mouse, the arrow keys, or you do 2-player where one person has the mouse and the other person uses the arrow keys. I played with both the mouse and the arrow keys. I felt like the mouse was faster, but also a bit choppier, like it didn't feel smooth moving from left to right. Also, 2-player was good for covering more ground and also dodging icicles, which I'll get to later. Here's the level select screen, and yes, there are only 9 levels in the entire game, so let's get into them. Now here's level 1, and once again, I do really like the artwork of the game. Now in this level, it's just a basket. There's no other elements that would affect your chick when it's up in the air. It took me a while to get used to how the chicks bounce off the trampoline. Like, you know, in Pong, if the ball hits the right side of the beam, it heads right. But in this game, it's different. Where it hits the right, it bounces to the left. I guess since it's a trampoline and not a beam, that kind of makes more sense from a physics standpoint. As for the controls, they felt clunky. It felt hard to aim the chicks perfectly and get them into the basket. As for the level soundtrack, maybe it's just me, but I really don't like it, and it got very annoying hearing a cut every minute. That just got so annoying to me after a while. Also, after you get all 10 chicks into the basket, you have to click the next level button, and it doesn't automatically finish up the level and take you there. Also, when you move your mouse over to click it, it moves your squirrels over with it, so you have to watch out to make sure a chick doesn't hit the ground just to try and get to the next level. Also, in the next level, your lives carry over, they don't reset. Which I guess kind of works in the sense that you want to complete every level to get the highest score, but once you finish the game and say you go back to play level 1 and you beat it, you can't continue on to level 2, you're just stuck on the one level that you picked. Also, while I played level 2, this fat chick got stuck on one of the beams that sticks out. Also, unlike every other game where you're supposed to avoid bombs, you're actually supposed to hit the bomb into the basket. Just this crush, da na na da da na da. It just got so annoying, I started listening to my own music on level 2. So from now on, I'm just going to play the menu music in the background of this video since it's actually a good song. As far as level 2 goes, it's just these 3 beams that you can bounce off of or get stuck on. Also, I started level 3 with 3 lives since your lives don't carry over, and later down the road, I would just purposely lose all my lives if I didn't start a level with full lives because there's no point. Also, at the end, I lost a life trying to click to the next level. On level 4, you have 2 walls, the big round parts the chicks will stick to, and the more jagged parts they will bounce off of. It also gets annoying because they can just spawn and stick. Oh look, one got stuck, let me go try and save it. Oh, now they're both dead. In level 5, you have a moving treadmill. Look here, I go to get the acorn and then a bomb just falls on the other side and I don't have time to go get it or get the egg on the way back. This is when I started experimenting with 2-player mode in order to cover more ground, and no, I don't have any friends. I just use my right hand for the mouse and my left hand for the keyboard. And look, there's nothing on the wall there, and the chick still managed to find a way to get stuck. And that's when I started wondering, like, why is this game so crappy and buggy? So I started reading through the wiki to see if I could find anything, and it turns out this game was originally made to be a mobile game. And when we're talking phone, we're not talking iPhone, we're talking ABC, DEF, GHI phone. So anyway, I went back to using the mouse and I did manage to complete level 5. In level 6, the artwork is super cool. You're in a spaceship over the moon. I like the dice under the mirror. You have aliens in the top left, and none of that affects the level. The only difference is that the basket flies from left to right when you hit chicks at it. Like, why aren't there aliens falling from the sky that I can bounce into the basket? In level 7, you have these 3 icicles at the top of the screen, and when you hit them with chicks so many times, they fall down, and they're super hard to dodge. Also, a lot of the time it's either get hit by them or let your chick die. So in order to beat the level, I switched to 2-player. That way I could have one on each side of the falling icicle and save more chicks. Also, I honestly think 2-player mode is the best way to do it if you're going for a high score. Like, sure, the trampoline is smaller, but you can cover so much more ground that way. Now in level 8, I had a bit of trouble landing the chicks on the smaller trampoline, so I did go back to using the mouse. And this level is by far the best level in the game because you have an element of the level that fits the theme of the background that affects you in the game. Your chicks can bounce off and kill the ghost birds, but sometimes the ghost birds can survive long enough and fly down and try and attack your squirrel. Also, the end of the level is really weird because once you complete it, there's no button to go to level 9 and you just keep playing until you run out of lives. Now, level 9 is called Bonus Game, but all you do is catch a ton of falling acorns in a row. Like, this should be in between, like, say, level 3 and level 4. Like, here's a minigame to get extra points. Like, this shouldn't be the super epic final level. Also, why didn't they just change the trampoline into a basket? Because the whole point of the trampoline is that things bounce off it, but apparently it can catch acorns now. And that's literally the entire game. And also, as I explained before, when you go back to replay levels, you can only do one at a time, and you just play till you run out of lives. The controls in this game feel clunky. It's a very glitchy game. There's no cool elements in the level. There's no like power-ups to make you go faster or bounce higher or anything super unique. To be honest, this is just a glorified mobile game. Now, as far as my score of the game goes, because it's Nitrome, since the artwork is good and I like the menu music, I'll spare it a 1 and give it a 2. Yeah, that's right, I said it, this game gets a 2. It's terrible. Anyway, that's my review of Chick Flick. I'm going to be reviewing a Nitrome game and uploading that every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern. Next week is Roly Poly, so be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss out on that. And I will see you all next time. Lace up.